This video is made available by the Computer Science Department at Berea College under a Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike version 3.0 license. So we want to find out more about NASA and robots. Now this is just an example that may help you get started. So I go to Google, and one way we might start is say, well, let's look for things about NASA. I click, I type NASA, and Google automatically starts trying to figure out what I might be looking for. It throws a whole lot of information back at me. It gives me a map, it shows me the NASA logo, it tells me that the 186,000, 188,000 people have NASA in their circles, there's NASA Twitter, recent people and news related to NASA, so there's just a ton of information that comes back. So how do I make sense of this if I want to actually do something about robotics? Let's try the image gallery. There's some pictures of a spacecraft being tested, some kind of aircraft. There's the space shuttle. I don't see anything here about robots. And this is the problem with a search where you only use one search term. So really, when you're trying to do searches, look at what Google suggests, but also use multiple search terms. That's going to be the trick to effective searching on the internet, is using multiple terms and changing those terms to narrow things down. So here what I've done is I've clicked on an article that says Robotics Critical to NASA's Mission on Mars. All right, there's some people. I can look a bit at this article. Now here's some possible search terms. Are scaled up from its rover predecessor's Opportunity and Spirit. So I might later come back and search for Opportunity and Spirit, but really what I want to do here is I want to right-click on some links. I right-click and I say Open Link in New Tab. Then right-click, Open Link in New Tab. And what this lets me do is keep my Google search open and at the same time then have multiple pages open in multiple tabs. So I'm now able to flip over to one and say, what is Robotics 101 about? For example, this article is pretty good and tells me quite a few things, including some history of the word robot. So that's really what we want to do. And if the text is too small, you can always zoom in. I kind of like to do this, especially when it gets late at night and my eyes are tired. So those are some quick tips and tricks to help you get started in terms of using Google to find things on the internet.